Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 46th episode of Grave Matters. I'm CreepyClownGirl. Unfortunately, Filia could not be here tonight, so joining me is Moonlight Falls. Hello, Lizzie. Thank you for joining me tonight. Lizzie? Okay. So Lizzie must be busy. So I wanted to say hello to, God, I'm totally thrown off right now. But anyways, tonight's guests are the third host of Grave Matters, the Sleeping Wendigo, and we will be interviewing him tonight and Dark Horse Tales as well. Hello to the both of you, and thank you for joining.
Hello, and thank you.
Hello, thank you for having me.
It's awesome to have you both here. Let's see who's in the chat. Hello to HRN. Hey, HN. Let's see you here. Let's see. We have Mandy Mortem. Hello, Mandy. We have the Sleeping Wendigo, DHT, Raven. Let's see. Hello to everyone. Boy, this chat's moving fast. So is Dexter's here with us. Nice to have all of you here. So I guess If I missed anyone, my apologies. So, Lizzie, have you joined us yet? No? Okay. So, I don't know where Lizzie went, but okay. So, anyways, to you, Wendigo, and to DHT, for those of you, or for those in the chat and those who may later be joining us or watch this video, could you please tell me a little bit about your channels, your content, and how you came up with your names?
Okay, so my channel.
Whoever wants to go first.
So my channel is as of right now is mostly focused on cryptids and legends. I talk about certain legends that haven't really been spoken about much, or cryptids that have not been mentioned as often. At some point, I do plan to add creepypastas and maybe some other content, but as of the moment, that is what I'm sticking with. And as for my channel name, so as I was coming up with my channel, I was figuring out what I wanted as my mascot. And since I'm part Native American, I decided to go with a Wendigo. So I came up with that, and I just put sleeping in front of it just because I thought it would be interesting.
That is awesome. And what type of content do you do?
Oh, my content is about legends and cryptids.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. So what about you, DHT?
My name, DHT, I came up with it because I guess I'm from Texas and there's lots of horses in Texas, so I figured, hey, that's a pretty good name. So, and I have all different types of content, different types of creepypastas, different types of horror stories, all different types. I usually write them all myself mostly. Yeah.
So you write a lot of your content for your channel?
Right. I write most of my content for my channel. Sometimes I go out there and find some stories, but most of the time I write most of the stories myself.
Awesome. You're amazing. Both of you are very amazingly talented. And so your name, how'd you come up with your name? In case I missed that. Sorry, I'm multitasking.
Well, I'm from Texas and there's lots of horses in Texas, so I figured Dark Horse Tales sounds like a pretty cool name, so. And the Lone Star Rangers in Texas, you know, ride around with horses and stuff.
I liked your name. Yes. Hello, everyone, and please welcome PA Nightmares to Grave Matters. Thank you. Hi, PA.
What's up?
So, do you have a question for Wendigo and DHT?
I don't know what questions were asked, so
Just the first one of their channel content and name. So
do you guys have a favorite story that's on your channel or one that you've written?
Wendigo or DHT?
Either or, both.
I guess I'd say my first story I wrote. I guess that's my favorite one.
What's that one?
Go ahead, DHT. Go ahead, DHT.
Oh, I was just saying, like the first story I wrote is my favorite one. I guess.
Yeah. What's the story's name?
I forget. I've written so many.
Okay.
In fact, I've narrated a few of yours.
Yeah.
Yes, you have, Dustin. So.
The Clear Blue Lake. Two Clear Blue Lake is the name of the story.
Nice.
I think I might have heard that one. I'm gonna have to go back and check again. That I promote and support so many people. It's like, what? So, what about you, Wendigo? What your PA's question for you guys?
If it would have to be, if it was something on my channel, it would probably be one of my cryptid logs, but I can't really say which one. Probably the first one I did, which would be the Thunderbird. Now, if it's a story I've written, I would say it would probably have to be the Monster of Hell's Lake.
That one
That was a
was
good one.
good. Yes.
Pretty sure that's the one I narrated.
Yes.
And I also think the one that we wrote that Vitis did for mine and HN's channel to channel collab, I thought that one was pretty good too.
Yeah.
Yep. Justin, you got some pretty amazing stories written too, buddy. Speaking of that,
Yeah, they're not too shabby. I'm still working on the one.
right?
It's gonna be nothing but witty quips for like the majority of the story.
Hello, Pimp Demon. Thank you for joining us. So,
What up, Pimp?
Hey, what up, Pimp? I think we have amateur. Oh, am I reading that wrong? Awesome. Okay. Anyways, DHT and Wendigo. Considering to where your channel when you first started to where you are now, where do you see your channel going, and what do you want to see for your channels?
At some point, I would like to go into other subjects, mainly creepypastas and murder mysteries and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
as of the moment, I'm gonna stick with what content I am making at the moment until I am better prepared to do more research into the mysteries or have more time to write creepypastas.
That would be cool.
I know me and Wendigo were just talking about him increasing the length of his content on his channel, so that'd be something that he could work on too.
Right?
Yeah.
What about you, DHT?
I've been thinking about doing some like crime true stories, but I don't know. It just feels like that takes a little bit more research to get into. But I've been thinking about
True crime.
I've been thinking about doing some of those at some point, but I think I'm gonna stick with the creepypastas for now, and maybe get onto that content maybe later on.
I think that would be good. Because I don't know if you're familiar with DH or Dark and Grim, but he has crime news and lost case, and so it's like how Mandy Mortem. But I asked him, I said, you have these 3 channels. How do you do it? I mean, the amount of research that goes into only doing one channel. This man has 3 of them. It's like mind-boggling, right? It's
Raven. Sorry, I got a bird caught in my throat that also has 3 channels.
Raven.
Yep.
Got a bird. So you got a question for them?
So I know Wendigo writes and I know DHT writes well enough because I've narrated both stories. What got you guys into writing?
Just tired of hearing the same old creepypastas done by like different other narrators over and over again, and I decided I wanted to write my own, and
Bro, that's real talk right there. I remember when I started first listening to creepypastas, and I was listening to like a lot of the bigger channels. They would literally drop the same video on the same day, and it just got so old.
Monotonous. Yeah. I just heard this 5 minutes ago. So.
What about you, Wendigo? Go.
What got me into writing was Cece inviting me to her and HR's collab, and I wrote my first story. I wrote my first story over there, and I've been doing writing ever since.
I have a follow up question, and it's more random than anything because I'm gonna take horror out of the equation. Is there any author that's non horror related that inspires your guys' writing?
Uh, I, I don't really have one per se, I guess. But I don't have one per se really.
Whenever we ask that, it's usually Poe or H.P. Lovecraft or Stephen King. Like, for me, one of the big inspirations and why I like to use mythology in my story so much is Tolkien.
I can't really say that I have any in particular author that had inspired me to write,
Well,
but
I don't know.
I read some of Stephen King's and Lovecraft's books and stuff like that.
I'm gonna go with Dean Koontz.
I don't know. Maybe like the H. Holmes book. That one.
That's a good answer. I like that answer.
Yes. They're all amazingly talented authors. That was a good question, Dustin. Nailed it. Oh goodness. So, DHT and Wendigo, do you both have any advice for new and upcoming narrators to help them on their journey?
I would say to anyone who's new to it, to take your time with making the videos and make sure that they're the best as you can make them.
Good answer. DHT?
I would say put it out there and do what you can and see where it goes, and I hope you don't take too kindly to negative feedback. Just keep on going and chugging along.
Exactly. Good advice.
Add on to that, if you have the luxury, if you have like a story you already have planned on narrating and whatnot, one, make sure you share links to get the author's permission, but two, practice a little bit. Like, listen to other narrators, listen to how they pace their sentence structure, read it out loud a few times. That way, your first video, it doesn't turn out like mine where it's like you reading as fast as possible just to get it over with.
All right. All good advice. Before we ask the next question, I'm going to take this time for a little commercial. So everyone, remember, being scared, go follow him over on his subreddit. I don't have the link right now, but he is looking for true and believable stories, things that have happened to you, like I was at the pizzeria, somebody attacked the place, followed me home. Stories like that, stalker stories, things like that. If you do, submit it over to Being Scared's subreddit, and if he selects your story to narrate on his channel, he will pay you $20 per story, but it has to be real, believable, and yours. Second of all, if you haven't yet, be sure to check out his Chilling app. Get your first 3 days for free. After that, it's just $2.99 a month. You get to change the ambient sound, and there's a lot of other amazing content creators there, like Swamp Dweller, Let's Read, Dr. Creepin, and many others. So,
Wasn't Summer Reeds just added recently as well?
No, she was not.
I know I just saw someone. Oh no, it was Dr. Creepin.
It was Dr. Creepin was just joined there. So,
sorry, I had to shift through all the narrators that I listened to.
Right. So, but remember, first 3 days are free, $2.99 after that, and they're always giving away PlayStations and stuff like that. But go over there and listen to that content commercial free. Enjoy. So.
How much did you say it was? $3.99 a month?
$2.99 a month after your first 3 days. So
you get 3 days? that's an odd number.
3 days free, $2.99 after that. Like I said, you can change your ambient sounds. You can set the timer that you want, uninterrupted, and always new content going up on there that you will not hear on YouTube. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's well worth the money. I love the app.
It sounds like it.
Yeah. I mean, you can't go wrong for $3 a month, and they're always bringing in new content creators and new stories. So can't go wrong. I enjoy it. You have a question for Wendigo or DHT?
You guys working on anything right now? Either like a big project for the YouTube or like just any like writing projects you guys are excited about?
I got like 10 different videos in the making, plus a story I'm writing on. So,
Bro, you've been making thumbnails like they're going out of style.
I know, right? So I need to start working on the videos themselves.
Well, also don't forget, you and I are writing a story together about a pair of haunted breast implants. So
that's gonna be funny when that comes out. I can't wait to hear.
And that is for Seraphine the Midnight Bard. So
I can't wait to hear Seraphine narrate that. That's gonna be funny.
Bard, if you hear this video, I want a blooper reel. That's the deal.
Oh my God, we need a blooper reel in our life. But speaking of Bard, I just spent a month with him over 2 stories for him to narrate, and I'm gonna be doing one. I'm actually gonna be reprising the role of the old Death from Passing the Mantle, which I'm pretty excited about.
Oh, cool.
So that's still my favorite story I've written is Passing the Mantle. I love that story.
Awesome. Hi, HN. So what about you, DHT? Any projects coming up?
Well, I don't know. I'm working on a story now. I haven't got too many lines written, but it's a work in progress, I guess.
Well, take your time.
I have many of those.
That's awesome. So do either one of you believe in the paranormal? I mean, if you do, is it story time? Do you have stories that you want to share?
I guess not really. I guess nothing's really happened, so yeah, no stories.
Oh.
I do. Oh, go ahead, CC.
No. What about you, Indigo?
Yes, and I did have an encounter with something at the same house. So my uncle used to have a really old house in my area, and when I was younger, we was over there for the day. They decided to tell me that I needed to take a nap in my cousin's room. So when I was going to trying to go to sleep and all that, the door kept opening. So I kept trying to shut the door so I could actually sleep. Well, every time I shut it, the stupid thing would open again. And eventually they started yelling at me to quit opening and shutting the door. And I said, I'm trying to close it. So they told me to just go back in the living room. And then as soon as I'd done that, the door kept starting to open and close constantly. Sometimes it was doing it fast, and other times it was trying to do it slow. So at one point, my cousin, who was a lot older than me at the time, or was older than me, decided he was going to go shut the door to his room. As soon as he grabbed for context, the door didn't have a handle. So where there would have been a doorknob, it was just a hole. So he went to shut it, and as soon as he tried shutting it, the door yanked out of his hand, causing his hand to bleed. So we pretty much left that house immediately.
Yeah, that would have been my cue to exit stage left. Yeah, roboting, Dustin. Real quick, I want to. Can everybody please give Infinite Psychosis a round of applause? He is promoting this channel and this broadcast right now all over the place. The man is just phenomenal. Thank you, Iz.
Yeah, if you guys can hear me, I'm getting close to where I live, and since I moved, my internet is trashed, so
Oh,
it
okay.
might take a while for my phone to adjust to me being back in the area.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
No problem.
I did see a question from General, and he was asking me and DHT what got us into narrating horror.
Good question. So what did? Or who did?
Do you want to go first on this one, Dark Horse?
Yeah, I'd say I got into I was just talking about him. When I lost, I just forgot his name. But yeah, I guess it was like Dr. Creepin. I found him, and I used to listen to all of his all of his stories that he used to do, and like the deep web stories. I used to like listen to those like all the time.
He has an amazing voice. His disposition is just phenomenal.
Such a great dude, too.
He is. Now, oh, that was a fun interview. He just, he's just another phenomenal one that we've had on here. What about you, Indigo?
The people that got me into narrating would be Lily C Nation and Evil Outcast. When I actually started interacting with the community, I would hang out in their live streams, and I became friends with them. And at some point, I think it was like 3-4 months after I actually met them and was hanging out with them, that I decided to make my own YouTube channel and give narrating a try.
And we're so glad you did. Because it was right about that time that we met each other, you know, as well. So glad you did. Bring more of those little cryptids. Cryptid cookies. Hey. Wendigo's cryptid cookies. Somebody hashtag that. Okay. Sorry.
I mean, if I was any good at a baker, I would do it.
Right? Lord knows I'm not. Oh, well, yeah, I can make stuff. That's okay. We have somebody that joined us in chat. S. I cannot see that. Daniel. S. Daniel?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, S. Daniel. Nice to meet you. Anyways, let's see what time it is. Oh, we got plenty of time. So, what about you, Dustin? Any questions for them?
I had one, and then it went poof.
Poof. Okay, so, DHT and Wendigo, you're having a banquet. You know, you're inviting 5 people in the horror genre, dead or alive. Who would it be, and what would you serve them? Who wants to go first? Ready, set, go. Come on. One of you.
5 people, huh?
Yep.
What would I serve them? Well,
Anything? I mean, do you want
it would be I guess Raven, Creepy Oz, Creepface, and Daniel Dreadful, Texas Toast.
Oh, yum. Just Texas toast? Just Texas toast? Oh,
Texas.
Here we go. You did not just do that. Oh, God, here we go.
And Raven's on red. 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. You did not just do that. Okay, what about you, Wendigo?
So if I had to invite 5 people, it would be you, CC, you, Dustin, Raven, Filia, and hair raising, and I would cook the chicken that I would cook my chicken recipe,
Oh, yum.
and you know that recipe, CC. I know you wanted
Yes,
to try.
yes. Yes. Oh, what else would you serve with the chicken? Is Raven
Pro-
going off about the toast?
No,
I'm
no.
not.
Derringer's going it off for him.
Oh, okay.
I would serve some mashed potatoes and probably some greens with it.
Oh, yes. Anybody else hungry? If you're hungry, put the hungry emoji in chat. Rub your tummies. Oh, hello, Artsy. Artsy's here. Aisha Artsilla. Hi. She's a phenomenal artist. I have a piece of artwork or two done by her. Love it. Oh, I don't see tummies being rubbed. Come on, who's hungry? I think I have literally lost my marbles. Anyways. So, Dustin, you got a question for them? No? Okay, so DHT and Wendigo, you are writing an autobiography. Which chapter of that autobiography would you use to sell it?
I
Which
would
one
say
would like to go first?
I guess I'll go first. I
Okay.
would probably say my high school years. Oh God, those were very weird days, I will admit.
Oh, high school was weird for me too. Tried growing up in the 80s, but go on.
I would say probably, dear. I'd probably use that chapter of my life for the autobiography.
Okay. Why? What was so significant about your high school years?
I don't know. It wasn't that long ago for me, and I'm now doing this. So it seems like that's probably the most significant thing that's happened throughout my life so far.
Well, that's awesome. High school years are always something good to write about. And what about you, DHT?
I'd probably say mid-20s, maybe like 20 to 25, I guess.
Hi, patient. And what was significant about those ages that?
I guess, like trying to find oneself, in the world and where they're going and whatnot.
Good answer. I think mine would be about the 80s. That's what I would. But oh God, those were crazy times. I mean, you gotta admit, not many people got to see Rick Springfield's bum while he's running down the pier in a chute for Hard to Hold. I mean, so those were significantly like a good, I wouldn't say good years, but learning years for you. It's some good, some bad, just created.
Yeah.
Good. This chat is like moving 90 miles an hour, and all because
Yeah.
of, I'm not saying Texas toast, but anyway.
I'm trying to keep an eye on it, and it's like, oh, it's going up every few seconds.
So, Um, you both, do you enjoy video games? If so, what's your favorite video game? And if you could be a video game character, which one would it be and why? DHT?
Well, I don't know. I kind of quit playing video games, I guess. I haven't played video games in like 2 or 3 years, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of quit that, but I would say Kratos from the God of War game. I guess he was a pretty cool character.
Nice.
Well, hello, Lizzie.
I just yeah, I had to do something real quick. My bad.
Well, hello.
I would have to say, for me, in terms of favorite video game, it would probably be the Monster Hunter series.
Mm-hmm.
And if I had to be any video game character, it would probably be Arbiter from Halo.
There you go. And my favorite old game was, well, you guys know what mine is, so.
No, I don't. What is yours?
I'm an old school gamer, and when I mean old games, I'm going back to when games started came out on PC, which I loved Pac-Man and Venture. Then I would move on to Montezuma's Revenge, Fable, Blood Omen, Legacy of Kain, Legend of Dragoon, just original games like that, Donkey Kong. I'm an original gamer, OG, so back when DTA first came out. So. I don't play anymore, so. And plus, you know, these games nowadays, they just drive me bonkers. I like it where I can control the character instead of the damn character going 360 degrees. It's like, and I'm supposed to shoot what again when I'm spinning? It's like, yeah, okay. I'm serious.
The most.
I don't know if you guys can hear me right now.
Yes, we can hear you, Justin. Yep.
I will say the most frustrating thing I've ever dealt with in a video game is either fighting Plesioth in one of the older Monster Hunter games or trying to beat the Halo series on Legendary.
Great.
I would say trying to beat one of the games with the zombies with the Raccoon City, I guess. One of those games. I forget what they're called, what the game's called.
Resident Evil, I think.
Yeah, one of the Resident Evil games. Those are pretty hard.
Right.
One of my favorite games is still Dead Space.
Ooh, what's that game about?
You are an engineer. You go aboard the SS Ishimura, and you encounter these aliens called Necromorphs that will infect the host and turn them into the alien species, mutating the body. And to kill these things, you can't just shoot them in the head to kill them. You have to literally cut off their limbs. So it's a survival horror game that takes place in space. And let me tell you, they nailed the creepy atmosphere.
That sort of sounds like the game Prey. I don't know if you ever played that one.
I've heard of Prey.
Yeah, Dead Space came out. Dead Space came out before Prey.
Yeah.
Dead Space was like PlayStation 2, I think.
Did you guys ever play the Haunted Mansion on PlayStation 2? Well, that game's a trip.
No,
I play Luigi's Mansion on the Switch.
No. You ever have a chance, play the Haunted Mansion. It's pretty trippy. You got these singing heads out in the garden. Then you got to figure out how to put them in order. Pretty trippy.
Yeah.
But if you're not into old school graphics and stuff, then it's not going to be anybody, some of your cups of tea. Well, hello. We have Dustin, your roboting, hun. It's okay. Oh. Okay. Lizzie, you're roboting, Dustin. Lizzie, we pretty much asked already all the questions. Unless you have one that hasn't been answered or asked.
Yeah, no, you can come back to me, girl. I'll have to do.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. If I do, I'll cut in.
Let's see. So, DHT and Wendigo, you both have been very, very naughty boys. And you both are on death row. Okay. What crime did you commit to get you on death row? What would your last meal be? And what would your method of execution be?
I don't know. No comment. I guess I can't think of that. That's a hard one.
Alright.
It can be something funny, DHT. It doesn't have to be serious. You know, just off the wall, comical. So it's a funny question, honey.
Okay.
I would say for crime, since I'm a Wendigo, they probably freaking caught me eating some poor idiot who pissed me off.
All right.
Or as for the last meal, it'd be a venison burger with fries and a Dr. Pepper. And way of execution, just freaking blow me up with a nuclear bomb. I don't think they're gonna have a chance to get me before I get to them.
Nobody has ever said a nuclear bomb.
You're the first one who said that.
Wow.
I did say I'm gonna go out with a blast at one point.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Alright.
Okay, I would say got caught stealing cookies from the cookie jar, and then let's see here. The last meal would be eating Mr. Gingerbread Man himself, and then torture would be getting tickled to death.
That's another new one. I like it though. I like that. Definitely new ones. From what did you? Oh yeah, a Venice burger. That sounds good. So, keep it going, guys. I gotta send this. Hold on.
Patience has a question for me and you with DHT. She says, do we have any rituals or exercises that we do before we start narrating or putting the video together?
Good question, Patience. I should remember that one by now.
I would say for me, I usually grab a snack and some kind of a drink before and during as I'm narrating, and I'll take a break every so often and do what I need to do, and then I'll start narrating or finish narrating.
I would say maybe put on some music to try to get myself psyched up to start reading, and then get going.
And going off of Patience's question, for the both of you. Go ahead.
I guess I'd drink some water. I don't really like eat much.
Yeah.
So I figured that would rather get stuff in my teeth and like maybe not be able to, you know.
I would still don't drink milk ever.
Don't drink milk ever. Who says that?
I mean, before you go to narrate.
Oh.
Yeah. Go on. I'm sorry.
Products are usually a no-go if I'm trying to narrate.
Mm-hmm. And another thing worse to drink is lemonade.
Yeah, I don't really drink lemonade that often.
Oh, God, I do. Oh, I love lemonade. So what would you both say is your strongest and weakest aspects when it comes to narrating? Who would like to go first?
I guess my strongest would be like writing the middle, the beginning and the middle, and then what I struggle with is like writing the end of the story.
Say that again, I'm sorry.
I always do good at the beginning and the middle, but I always struggle at like trying to come up with the ending for the story because I'm always like, is it good enough? Is it not good enough? You know?
You too? I have that problem sometimes too.
I have that sometimes. I
I
was
just trouble saying focus to the story sometimes.
Oh,
They're
robot.
robotic.
I can't
Yeah.
help it. My internet sucks. You just
Yeah.
have to deal with it.
Yep, that's fine, honey.
But what I said is I struggle to get to the end sometimes where I'll just lose motivation in the story.
Right. So your weakest part is the ending when it comes to writing, correct, DHG?
Yeah, coming up with the end of the story.
But what is your strongest part next to your voice?
I guess coming up with good story ideas for different ones. I go out there and look at what's out there, and I try to come up with something different. I guess.
Awesome. Good answers. What
I
about
would
you?
say, oh, I was gonna say, I think a weakness for when it comes to me doing narrating would me thinking that my voice isn't good enough, and sometimes when I'm narrating, I read the word narration faster than I can speak it.
Yes, we have. Yep, that's like when we're writing.
I would say a strength would be that I am pretty dang persistent. If I want to do something, I will be hell bent on trying to get it done.
They're all good aspects for both of you. We all have, our goods and our lows. Mm.
So, fun fact, if you guys can actually hear, R.L. Stein made written similar facts because I come with this, and apparently that's how he wrote as well.
You're a robot, Dustin.
He knows.
yeah, you break it up.
There's nothing he can do. It's okay.
Try connecting to I can try connecting to my mobile hotspot again, but the last time I tried that was a disaster.
There you are.
You cut in and then you cut
I
out.
was kind of hoping whenever I
Yeah.
no.
There you are.
Try something.
Oh, we can hear you. Loud and clear.
Yeah.
Loud and clear. Okay, so DHT and Wendigo, you're creating a horror movie. Who would your killer be? Who would be the first victim? And where would your scene be? And what weapon would you use?
And could my internet be your first victim?
Hey, who would the villain be?
Yes. You want to go first, DHT? Go ahead.
I guess it'd be Slender Man in the woods, and the weapon would be a flamethrower.
Oh, yeah. Just burn the forest down.
Slender Man in the woods with a crowbar.
No.
I would say mine would be Freddy Krueger in an alley, and the first victim would just be whoever the hell is stupid enough to go back there.
Right.
You know, I always wondered because you know Freddy Krueger, you know, Nightmare on Elm Street, the Dream Warriors, where they could like create superpowers in their dreams and weapons.
Yeah.
I always wondered if someone was just smart enough to literally take Freddy Krueger and put him in a cage in their imagination, like in their dream, if that would just literally keep Freddy there and he would not be able to move until you like let him out, as long as you had the willpower to hold him there. I just wondered if you could just keep Freddy trapped in your mind with that in like a mental prison.
Oh, you know, that'd be interesting. Really interesting. Let's see. Do you have any questions for them?
So you asked one of the fun ones, so I'll ask a fun one. DHT and Wendigo. I think I might have asked you this before, but the answers always entertain me, so I'll ask it again. We find ourselves in a brand new hellscape where alligators and crocodiles can fly. How does the world fare?
Terrible. Everyone dies unless you're in frickin' Antarctica or Alaska.
Damn, you're brutal.
How does the werewolf fare and the alligators and the other ones can fly?
Yeah, alligators and crocodiles can fly. How does the world fare?
Airplanes don't fly anymore because they just get instead of birds, they're flying alligators running into airplanes and they all just keep crashing, and no one can fly anymore. Everybody's stuck on the ground.
It's a unique question. Or answer, I mean. Hello to Furberries. Well, all right, one final question. DHT and Wendigo, when you pass away, dead or alive, who do you want to read your eulogy?
I would have to go with Darkness Prevails.
Good choice.
I love that dude's content, so.
I would have to say 242.
Good question. A good answer.
Yeah.
Question. Speaking of 242, question for DHT. What is your favorite story you wrote? Question for Wendigo. What's your favorite story you wrote?
I would say favorite story would be Monster of Hell's Lake.
Definitely, that was great. DHT.
I guess my favorite story I wrote was be Lost in a Different Reality.
Good one. Sometimes I feel I'm lost in a different reality. Yeah, so. Hey, Artzilla. I have a question for both. What are your struggles when it comes to making content? Both of you have great vids.
For me, when it comes to making content, it's mostly trying to have the time to put the stuff together.
And you don't like editing.
Yes, I absolutely hate editing. That's the one thing I dread every time I make a video is I gotta go edit this thing now.
At least your videos are like 1 or 2 minutes, man.
Yeah,
just wait if you start making like 15 to 20. Just wait till you start making like 15 to 20-minute videos, and you're just like, editing, my old nemesis. We meet once more.
yeah, that's gonna be. That might actually be soon. Speaking that, what me and you talked about, Dustin.
What about you, DHT?
I guess like he said, the editing process, it takes some time, and you struggle through it, and then you get frustrated, and you go away, and you come back again.
All right, I got a question for you guys. Along with the editing process, so when you guys make a mistake, do you guys keep trucking through and then just clean up all your mistakes at the end, or do you stop what you're doing, delete that last sentence, and then pick up from there?
I just keep trucking along and do it all at the end. That's a lot better than doing one little thing at a time, because that just takes more tedious time. I'd rather get it done all one swoop, and then go back and edit it all at the end.
I've actually found personally for me, and Raven is the one that told me to do this, is that when you make a mistake, you go back and you just delete that and you pick back up right where you left off. And once you go listen to the story to like edit out your breath, that's literally all you have to do. It takes a bit more time on the recording end, but it'll save a lot of time on the editing end.
True.
For me, if during recording, if I make a mistake, I literally just delete the entire thing and redo it until I get it right.
Like the entire video? Can you not just delete that part you messed up on, bro?
Not really. Not on my phone, I can't.
Oh, that's brutal, dude. It is brutal. We need to get you.
It is brutal.
We need to get you a laptop that doesn't suck, homie.
I will say it is extremely brutal.
Oh, God. Let's see. DHT or Wendigo, do you guys have a question for us?
No.
If not, okay.
I can't think of one.
Well, everyone, it's come to that time. So join us next week on Grave Matters, same time as we sit down and chat with Maury Dell, a phenomenal artist. Again, check out the Chilling app. Submit your true, believable stories about yourself over on Being Scared subreddit. You can find all the information in his videos on YouTube and his Twitter. So thank you again, Wendigo, DHT, awesome interview. Great to have you guys here. Thank you to everyone in chat. Lizzie, PA, thank you for jumping in on such a short notice. I really appreciate it. But everyone, please give also Raven behind the scenes a round of applause again for doing such a phenomenal job. So until next week, remember you guys, stay frightened, and if you listen, the graves always whisper. And once you join the collective, you can leave nevermore. Good night, everyone.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Cool.